Hello, Hunter. Hope you slept well. No nightmares or interruptions during the night, I hope. Good. Still no memories or flashbacks? Anything, I'm assuming? So, until you're up and about, I got another debrief for you. Even had them place your pin in there while you were out. You see it? Got it on that corkboard just in front of you. Anders is very quiet when he wants to be. Didn't even wake you. You were out cold. Now, Hunter, are you ready for day 2? Where shall we start off? Oh, here's a good one. Something small. Something a little weird for today. We're going to go into the shades, commonly referred to as Nightcrawlers. These are pretty straightforward as far as specters go. Abilities listed here say that they manifest mainly when areas will experience any kind of tragic event or loss of forest or natural disasters of sorts. You can predict their arrival by rings of lush grass, no matter what time of year. Are those different from fairy circles, Anders? Not connected? Interesting, they look the same in the pictures. We've already covered Fae, we're jumping straight to ghosts. I'm used to field work, this is new for me, Anders. I'm just trying to make conversation and some connections. Very well. I apparently have a knack for multiplying spontaneously. Obviously they have no need for food, so hunting or hurting people is out of the question. Mostly docile. Still unnerving, though. A being that can duplicate like that could be a problem. I'm not saying it's not a problem, Anders. You're shaking your head again. Oh, they only stand 1.5 meters on average. Well, it's not too bad then. Very tiny little guys. And most cute. They travel from one spot to another with determination, only stopping when curiosity strikes or a human enters their direct linear path. Why are they going there? What's the goal in that? I suppose if they're some kind of harbingers, they have a busy schedule with all the tragedy in our world. It says here, the first sighting of one, modernly, was in California, right before the large fire in that area. Well, that's daunting. Is this what they look like? I don't like that, no matter how small they are. Why does this one have so many eyes? They kind of look like pants, just moving on their own. Wait a minute. Anders, the sighting in Poland says it was over 7 feet tall. Oh, well that's why. Apparently, if they don't reach their destination in time, they are effectively trapped here. So the grass activates as some kind of portal. From our world to theirs. To grow and multiply. So they continue growing while they're stranded here. Well, it's a bit more worrisome than the 1.5 meters I originally was told, but I didn't write this report. Maybe they're waiting for the next disaster. Who knows? Can never tell with these things. And Anders, can you... No? Hold on, Hunter. Someone's at the door. I have to get this real quick. It should only take a moment. What now? Alright. I'm back. Hunter, Anders, why is his heart rate like that? Within normal parameters. Don't just point at the screen, I know what that says. Alright, if you insist. Where were we? Oh, yes. It says here that they are very perceptive creatures. Grow more eyes as time goes on if they remain stranded here. Possibly to find another way out, another portal. Maybe they all clamber in. Is that what they look like when they grow? And as I'm gonna be honest, I liked when they were just the 1.5 meter ones. I don't like the tall boys. Gonna skip ahead a little bit. The cover-ups. My personal favourite part. They're pretty cut and dry. Just gotta get a few people to digitally edit something or puppet some clothing around and all interest fades within about a week. Pretty easy to hide their existence too, since in broad daylight they are basically invisible. Says here there are apparently old tree carvings of them that date back pretty far. Native American again. I'm sensing a pattern here, Anders. I feel like they know more than we do. We should set something up. Really? No, set up an interrogation. I mean an interview. Honestly, whatever you can get. It as peacekeepers. Not harbingers of the disaster, but more of a warning for them. Warned the natives of the time before great fires or floods. Interesting. I bet we could use that. Imagine if we trained one up, we'd be able to predict hurricanes, tsunamis, tornadoes. Might actually be able to help people with these little bastards. Obviously, capture is difficult. Anders, I'm not trying to criticize the dossier, but, I mean, isn't that pretty much standard fare for ghosts? I mean, they're spectres. They go through walls. Obviously, capture's gonna be rough. I'll stick to the dossier, but I'm just saying that. Kind of a moot point. Alright, where was I? Seems we have to reach them before they get to their other destination. Once they're there, they return from wherever they came from. We have one here, in captivity still. Captured right after the Fresno incident. Anders, why don't I ever know about what's in captivity and not? I'm a field agent. I capture most of these things. I mean, ghosts, obviously. I let the ghoul crew take care of those. It's not really in my wheelhouse. Deal with the more physical threats to our world, but still, we have so many things down there. I'd love to see them sometime. And as you don't have to be so dismissive. Alright, I'll get clearance for it. We should go down there one day. Be fun for us. Oh my god, is that what it looks like? Hell, that's not good. That thing's huge. Is that the one in captivity, Anders? Apparently this thing has just been growing the entire time. It barely fits in the containment rounds. Oh, not containment rounds, those are... We've tested ecto rounds on this thing. Oh, that tore him up pretty good. Apparently it stopped replicating about 3 years back. We just kept shooting the clones until, I guess it gave up. Maybe ran out of energy. It did a number on him for sure. Well, I think that's enough for the evening. Kind of upset that I haven't seen the containment chambers, even though, I'm contributing to it. Anders, time? Understood. Alright, that was a fun one, though. I feel pretty good about that. Nightcrawlers are not exactly the most grandiose, but like I said, we're starting off small. Jackalope, Nightcrawlers, and who knows what the dossiers will have next for me. I'll just pick a random one for next time. I feel like you can handle it. Let's see what you got there. Oh, that looks pretty good. You captured all the eyes, for sure. A little bit cuter the way you did them. Send that one over to me. Same as the last one. I'll get it made for you. Well, I think that's pretty good for one night, don't you? Just take the rest of the day. Rest up. And I'll be back tomorrow. I feel good about how this is going, Hunter. And I do hope you feel better. Alright. I'll see you tomorrow. Lights out.